Now, first of all, let us start with the introduction of the first chapter, which is based on similarity. Okay, what do you mean by similarity or similar figures? The figures which are same in shape but differ in size, such type of figures, they are called as similar figures. Once again, what do you mean by similar figures? Figures which are of same shape but differ in size. Such type of figures, they are called as similar figures. For example, circle 1, circle 2, having radius R1, having radius R2, with the radius OA and with the segment OB. These are the two circles. They are same in shape, but their size are different. Such type of figures, they are called as similar figures. For example, consider two squares. One square that is quadrilateral ABCD, another square that is quadrilateral LMNO. Both the squares, they are same in shape, but their size differ. Again, they can be called as similar figures. Next example, two equilateral triangles. One triangle is triangle ABC, the another triangle is triangle PQR. Both are equilateral triangles. They are similar in shape, but their size differ. Again, we can term them as similar figures. The last example, based on two rectangles. One is rectangle PQRS, another rectangle is XYZW. Both the figures, they are same in shape but differ in size. Such type of figures, all these figures can be included in similarity. Such type of figures which are same in shape but differ in size, such type of figures, they are called as similar figures. Now, proceeding to, first of all, we'll see the properties and important formulas which are based in the chapter similarity. In general, for example, area of a triangle. Area of a triangle. Usually we write the formula as half into base into height. Area of a triangle is always calculated by half into base into height. For example, if you have two triangles, one triangle is triangle ABC with the base BC and for example altitude, that is height, that is AM. Another triangle, if you consider triangle PQR with the base QR and altitude, for example PN. This is altitude H2. First altitude I will denote it by H1. Therefore, if you want the ratio of these two triangles, we write it as area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle PQR equals with half into base into height upon again half into base into height. Half and half get cancelled and we get the result base into height, that is H1, upon again base into height, that is H2. Therefore, the first property is derived from here. Whenever two triangles are given, their areas are proportional to the product of base and height. Whenever two triangles are given, half and half get cancelled when we refer to the formula half into base into height, and we get the result that areas of two triangles are proportional to the product of base and height. Now, second property. Property second. Property second. For example, again, these are the two triangles. Triangle ABC once again with the altitude AM, height is H1, again base is BC, another triangle is PQR, base again that is QR, altitude is PN, that is denoted by H2. Now, in the first case, we have seen that the areas of two triangles are proportional to the product of base and height. What is the relation here? For example, if the condition, if the heights are same, heights are same. Now, what will be the result when the heights of these two triangles are same? Once again, we'll see area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle PQR equals to, once again I will write half into base into height upon half into base into height. Similarly, half and half get cancelled. But what we had said in the beginning, that their heights are same or equal, means if I write h1 equals with h2, then base into h1 upon base of the other triangle into h2. But since h1 equals with h2, here this base into h1, again I will write h1 upon base into, now here again I'll write h1 and h1 get cancelled, and base can be denoted by b1 and b2. Therefore I will be getting the result b1 upon b1 upon b2. Now what does the result comes here? When two triangles are given and if their heights are same, areas are proportional to the corresponding base. Areas are proportional to the corresponding base. When heights are equal, areas are proportional to the corresponding base. Now see the third result. हाँ. Now triangle ABC and another triangle is PCB. Now 90 at B, 90 at C. Base is common in both. H1 altitude of the first, H2 is altitude of the second. Now here, first property we have seen, areas of two triangles are proportional to the product of base and height. Second property we have seen in that whenever the heights are same, the areas are proportional to the corresponding base. Now in the third property, property 3, in this, now if the bases are same, then we can write area of triangle, once again we'll see ABC upon area of triangle PCB equal to, once again I'll write half into base into height and upon half into base into height. Now half of get cancelled. Now here heights are not same, bases are same. For example, B1 equals with B2. B1 and B2 both are equal. Therefore, it will be replaced by B1 into H1. And once again, instead of B, I will write again once B1 into, here it is H2. B1 and B1 get cancelled and you get the result H1 upon H2. Area of triangle ABC upon area of triangle PCB equals to, what result you are getting here? Area of two triangles is nothing but proportional to the corresponding altitudes. When it is proportional to the corresponding altitude, when their bases are equal. Whenever the base is equal, areas are proportional to the corresponding heights or altitude. And in that case, whenever heights are equal, areas are proportional to the corresponding base. These are the three properties, first, second and third. First, second and third. First one, areas are proportional to the product of base and height. Second, whenever heights are equal, areas are proportional to the corresponding base. And third property, when bases are equal, areas are proportional to the corresponding heights. These are the three properties. Now, for the next property, we'll see in the next one. Now, when you can say that the two triangles are similar. When you can say that the two triangles are similar, the first condition should be the corresponding angles. Corresponding angles should be congruent. And the second condition, which is important, the corresponding sides should be proportional. Their ratio whenever you go for the ratio of the corresponding side should be proportional. These two conditions, whenever two triangles are satisfying these two conditions, then we say that, for example, triangle ABC is similar to triangle PQR. Whenever we can say that two triangles are similar when the corresponding angles are congruent and the ratio of the corresponding side should be proportional. If two triangles satisfy these two conditions, then both the triangles we can say that they are similar. Now, by which test they are similar? Various tests are involved in similarity. Three tests are very important to say that the two triangles are similar. The first one, two triangles, two triangles can be similar by AA test, or it is also called as AAA test, that is angle test or by angle test. This is the first one. Second, by SAS test, and the third one is by SAA test. This is side angle test. These three tests are involved to show that the two triangles are similar. Now, triangles, already we have shown that they are similar. For example, when they will be similar? If the ratio of the corresponding sides are proportional and the corresponding angles are congruent. Similar triangles, their areas are always, we can say that whenever two triangles are there and when the two triangles are similar, the ratio of their areas is nothing but it will be always 1 upon 1. The ratio of the areas of the two triangles, if the two triangles are similar, always it will come to the ratio 1 upon 1. Ratio of first triangle upon a ratio of the second triangle is always equals to 1 upon 1. And when you compare with the areas, their areas are always equal. Two triangles whose areas are equal, we can't say that they will always be similar. Two triangles, if their areas are equal, may or may not be, or always we cannot say that they will be similar. But when two triangles are always similar, their areas are also equal. Now, see the first, that is also based on first theorem. It is also called as basic proportionality theorem. In short, we write it as BPT. It is also called as basic proportionality. Basic proportionality theorem. In short, we write it as BPT. What it says? For example, a triangle is there. This is triangle ABC. This triangle, this line cuts the two sides AB and BC in two distinct points. For example, this is line L. Line L cuts AB and BC in two distinct points. For example, that is point P and Q. What the theorem says? In any triangle, if a line parallel to one side of a triangle and intersect the other two sides in two distinct points, for example, point P and Q, then those two sides are divided by that line in the same ratio. Once again, you see, triangle ABC, line L parallel to side BC, line L cuts AB and AC in two distinct points, P and Q. Therefore, we can say that in any triangle, if a line is parallel to one side of a triangle and intersect the two sides in two distinct points, for example, P and Q, then those two sides are divided by it in the same ratio. For example, what is the main condition required here? In triangle ABC, line L parallel to, it should be parallel to side BC. And when it is parallel, directly you can make the use by using BPT. We will write the ratio What ratio? It will be AP upon PB equals to another one, AQ upon QC. This is called as basic proportionality theorem. What is the main condition required? Line L should be parallel to side BC. Any side it can be. For example, line L parallel to side BC. If you draw from here any other line M, it will be parallel to AC. If you draw the line here, for example, line N, it will be parallel to side AB. Therefore, any one of the line, it should be parallel to any one of the side and intersecting the other two sides in two distinct points. Then only those two sides are divided by it in the same ratio. This is regarding basic proportionality theorem. Therefore, in triangle ABC, line L parallel to side BC. Therefore, directly you can make the use of the theorem AP upon PB equal to AQ upon QC. Similarly, for example, what will be the converse of this? Converse means vice versa. For example, in triangle ABC, line L was parallel to BC. Now, this line L parallel to BC will be, for example, to prove. And this line was intersecting the two sides in two distinct points. Therefore, intersecting the two sides in two distinct points will be given. And to prove will be to show that line L is parallel to side BC. Therefore, this will become a converse. Therefore, how you will define the converse? In triangle ABC, line L divides AB and AC in two distinct points P and Q. For example, directly you can make the use AP upon PB equal to AQ upon QC, and therefore you have to show that line L is parallel to BC. Therefore, what will be the mathematical statement here? In any triangle, if a line divides any two sides of a triangle proportionally, then it is parallel to the third side. Which is the third side here? Line or side BC. This is the third side. Therefore, the definition comes for converse of BPT. In any triangle, if a line divides any two sides of a triangle in the same proportion or proportionally, then that line is parallel to the third side. This is nothing but the converse of BPT, basic proportionality theorem. Now we will go or proceed for the next property, that is also called, two more properties are there and they are included in, you can also call it as application of BPT. Now these two properties are there, two properties are included in application of BPT. These are the two important properties. First one, angle bisector property. Okay, and the second one is intercept made by three parallel lines. Intercept made by three parallel lines. Now, first, if this is a triangle, okay, and this is the angle bisector, A, B, and C. This is a triangle ABC. Angle bisector is AE. Okay, and in the second case, these are two transversal. One parallel line, second parallel line, third parallel line. Parallel lines are L, M, N. Okay, transversal T2, transversal T1, and ratio here A, B, C, P, Q, R. Now, what is the first application regarding angle bisector property? In any triangle, the angle bisector divides the opposite side to the opposite angle in the ratio of the remaining sides of that triangle. In any triangle, the angle bisector divides the side opposite to the angle in the ratio of the remaining side. For example, in triangle ABC, angle, or you can say ray AE is the angle bisector of angle A. AE, ray AE is the angle bisector of angle A. Now what ratio will come? The statement says in any triangle, the angle bisector divides the side opposite to the angle in the ratio of the remaining side. For example, then what you will get by using angle bisector theorem, or it is also called as application of BPT. The property will be AB upon AC equals to BE upon AC. This is nothing but the property which is used for angle bisector theorem, which is based in application of BPT, that is basic proportionality theorem. The next application which is also related with basic proportionality theorem is whenever three parallel lines are given intersecting two transversal T1 and T2 in points ABC and in points PQR. Now the intercept made by three parallel lines. Intercept, which are the intercept? For example, one AB, the second intercept is BC. The intercept made by three parallel lines on one side of a transversal equals to the intercept made by three parallel lines on the other side of the transversal. Both are equal. Three parallel lines are, once again we'll see, line L, M, N. These are the three parallel lines. These three parallel lines are intersecting the two transversal T1 and T2 in points ABC and in points PQR. What the theorem says, this is application of BPT. It says the intercept made by the three parallel lines on one transversal also equals with the intercept made by the three parallel lines on the other side of the transversal. Directly. Now here, what is the main condition required? Here, line L should be parallel to line M. Also, it should be parallel to line N. This is the compulsory condition required. The three lines should be parallel to each other. And when these three lines are parallel to each other, L is parallel to M, M is parallel to N. Then, these three parallel lines are intersecting two transversal, T1 and T2. They are intersecting in points ABC and intersecting in points PQR. Then what the theorem says, the intercept made by the three lines on one side of a transversal also equals to the intercept made on the other transversal by that same three parallel lines. For example, we can write AB upon BC also equals with PQ upon QR. This is the main property which involves in three parallel lines and their intercept. Now, in today's session, we have seen what was the definition, how to define similar figures, explanation was done with the various examples. Then, 2-3 properties we have seen. For example, the first property, area of two triangles is nothing but always proportional to the product of base and height. Second property, whenever heights are same, the ratio of the areas will be equal to the corresponding base. Third property, the ratio of the areas are proportional to the corresponding heights. When it will be the heights, when the bases are same. Then second, when you can say both the triangles are similar, we can define triangles can be said similar if the corresponding angles are congruent and their corresponding sides should be proportional. Whenever triangles are similar, their areas will always be equal. But when two triangles are there, if their areas are equal, we cannot say that they will be similar. Always. After that, we have seen the theorem which was based on basic proportionality theorem and its two applications regarding angle bisector theorem and the theorem which is based on three parallel lines. Now today we will stop in the next session regarding more properties and we'll proceed for the exercise in the next section. Thank you.